Hi everyone, John here. I just want to do a quick Covid-19 update. That's, what's been happening here in Melbourne, Victoria. Only because things have changed dramatically since the last one, when we were all sort of worried about what was going on in New South Wales and Sydney when they were having their problems. Well, there's some people from Melbourne that have travelled to Sydney and New South Wales and the North Shore beaches and I think some restaurants as well, and of course they've come back here and now we have a bit of a problem. So there was 3 girls that came back, and I think they were around the Mentone area, Mitcham area, and one in Hallam, and they've said that they tested positive, and they've attended, I think, the Fountain Gate Shopping Centre. Also, there's 2 separate couples, I think, at down near Mentone, I think, at a Thai restaurant. They're unknown to each other, but they've both tested positive, and I think that's created about 170 people that are known to those people that they need to be tested as well, and if they have the virus, then they need to be isolated as well. So it's good news in one way that we know where it's coming from, whereas before in Victoria, of course, I told you before in the last videos that we didn't know where it was coming from. We didn't know that it was happening. We knew about some clusters, but we didn't know that it was spreading in the community. So what's happened now is that, of course, they've manned up a lot of the mobile testing centres again, and they've even asked people that are on their holidays that ran those testing centres to, if they could come back off their holidays as well, to go and try and get everyone tested again. Some of the problems that we've got is that they've found like 100 kilometres away as far as Leongatha. So they're setting up testing stations in Leongatha as we speak. Also, there's down near Lakes Entrance, which is a couple of 100 k's away, that's they've found in their wastewater Covid-19. So that means, although it's a small town, they could probably contain it, but we don't want to be closing up small towns anymore, and we don't want to be everyone, because that's like a tourist area, so we don't want people to be having problems, financially, with people not wanting to go to small towns and all that sort of stuff. So we don't want that sort of thing to happen. But of course, now we're going back to when we go into shops, which I think a lot of people are still doing. They're wearing masks when they do that, but only indoors of your own house. You don't have to wear a mask, but when you go out now you do. So, but look, I've been wearing a mask all the time, so I'm not really fussed about that. So I think it's a good thing, and yeah, look, everyone out there, if they can go out and get tested. Of course, they're always asking for people even with the mildest of symptoms, but I mean, if you're in some of these areas that they're talking about and you don't have any symptoms, because I still think it's a good idea to go and get tested anyway, because like they've said, as time's gone on, they've found that, up to 10 days, nobody had any symptoms, and then all of a sudden the 10th or the 11th day, somebody is proven to have some symptoms. They may be mild symptoms, they may be okay and all the rest, but the problem is that when people then could spread that to somebody else, the next person that gets Covid-19, they may not do as well as the person that's doing okay with Covid-19. Some people get through the whole 14 days of quarantine and they're okay, and some people, they actually have problems and they need to be hospitalised, or they could have existing problems, and the Covid-19 has a bit of a problem. One of the other problems as well, which of course the state of Queensland didn't have any problems, but we've had some people returning from overseas. So I think there was a lady or a couple of ladies, I think maybe from two families, but they're known to each other, came back from South Africa, and they've came back with a new strain of Covid-19, which I think is similar to the one that's in England. There's only 2 or 3 people that have got this virus in England. This is the new strain I'm talking about, where it's sometimes, I think they're saying like it's 70 times worse than the normal Covid-19. So I think there's now those two girls up in from separate families, but they're known to each other. I think they're isolating, and of course the families and all the rest have to be isolated as well. So they'll be waiting for their results as well. So this is how easy it spreads. But I don't think, well, I hope and pray, but I really, honestly, I don't think that this will be as bad as before, because last time, like I said, we got down to very low cases. We knew where some of it came from, and we thought it was all gone, but we didn't know that it was actually with the hotel quarantine, where they weren't trained properly and they let people go out into the community, and of course then that's how it spread, and we didn't know that they let them out into the community, so therefore we didn't know that it was spreading. We just thought that we were having low numbers. So with this one, we know where it's coming from, we know who the people are, also we know the areas and all the rest, and so now they've got testing in place straight away, and of course some of them are already still up and running. So yeah, look, if everyone can still go and get tested, if you have the mildest of symptoms, or even if you don't have any symptoms but you live in those areas, I think like one of the top medical practitioners have said that it may take 3 hours or something in the line or something, but just take your iPad or your notebook, or take a good book to read, so so that you're not bored, but at least we don't go back to where we were before. I don't think we'll go back to where we were before. I think that we'll get this under control very, very quickly, because I don't think people want to go back to where we were before. And like I said last time, I'm extremely proud of people from Victoria, and especially Melbourne, what everybody has done to stop this virus for the last 61, 62 days. I think this is just a minor setback, and I hope nobody gets sick, and I hope nobody passes away. I hope that everything is okay. And look, like I said before, I know they've got some vaccines that are getting rolled out at the moment, but still, it's a huge problem, as everybody knows, and I wish everybody around the world the best of luck, and I hope that you get the vaccine very soon, and I hope everyone is safe and well, and we can start having a good 2021. So thank you very much for listening, and everyone stay safe, stay happy, and have a good new year, and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.